This is from the Religious Leaders Conference, Religions for Peace.
Today, more than ever, we must find ways to come together, embracing our differences and holding our chosen representatives responsible.
This is precisely the moment when we need that consolidated, coordinated, whole space.
40 years plus of socioeconomic development that had no religion in the equation has proved disastrous. Today we're talking about accountability. Accountability is actually deposited in the very values of faith.
85% of Earth's population belongs to a religious community. This is the largest constituency of the human family.
Today, the world's religions are putting problems at the center of the table and discerning deeply held, widely shared care.
We are looking at common problems in the fields of knowledge, health, conflict, war. These areas do not have borders.
Since its founding in 1970, Religions for Peace has been guided by a vision of religions working together as a global family to share resources and establish in unity an approach to peace that no one religion could do on its own.
Across the religious, regional/geographical, racial, ethnic, across the different divides, Religions for Peace is the convener.
Over the last half-century, Religions for Peace has consistently demonstrated a tested and replicable approach to multi-religious cooperation.
Peace is our ultimate goal, but peace is also a process.
Peace is a process. And when these guys say peace, you better grab your peace, because that's not what it's talking about. You don't get no peace from outside of yourself. That peace starts within. And what they're trying to tell you during all these things, and hey, you gotta have this. We have to come together. We have to come together. Who are these people that are trying to do the organizing? And are they why we're in the situation that we're in right now? I think so. WDYO is on, and Synchronous City is the flow that we on. How y'all doing? How does it feel? We just talked about that a little bit, about how this feels out here to be duped by the people who own our society, right? Like, what's going on here? They putting out little girls now, little Swedish innocent girls making faces, trained by her actor parents, telling us about climate change, things that ain't really happening. You know, when we got bigger things coming up, the grand solar minimum, they tell us it's gonna be hot, but why is it gonna get cold? Why they not talking about the flipping of the poles? Like, why? You know, Jadakiss made a good song about that. Like, why they always doing it? And I could do the same with all these whys we got nowadays. But since so many people ask why, they want to give you an answer. And that is the one world religion. And they say, come one, come on, whoever you are, short, fat, skinny, or tall. We have the religion for you. Just give us your social security number, dude. Let me tie you into this social credit score, and your life will no longer be a bore again. As a matter of fact, no more choice for you. We have one food that you all eat. You have one time to do that eating. You have one suit that you wear. You have one color that you wear. And that's me getting all off into the totalitarian, disparate future that they're trying to paint for us. But like, we're not gonna let them paint those times. But man, it is something when you start to see your idols of the past turn into false idols in the present. And my man Kanye West, I gotta ring the bell on him right now. It's a wild thing. You know, everybody knows Mari loves Ye. Mari loves Ye. What's going on, Director Dang? But for him to be bringing people back to religion at this time of real awakening really shows the face card of what's going on here. And you can see it. Everybody who's kind of like played the game, they're all showing their face cards now. We got Tekashi showing his face card to everybody. We got Kanye out here. I mean, the Trump thing was wild, you know what I'm saying? But I'm happy that Trump was in the White House too. You know, Trump is the trump card, because politics is bad in a way. Like, word to the Matrix, what do? You take the red pill or the blue pill. You take no pills. The pills came from the same bird, the left wing, the right wing. It's not about that. But it's about the way that they're showing people like Jay-Z coming out with the NFL right now too. And everyone's like, yeah, he's on our side. He's just doing the same thing. And partially it's because, speaking, from a perspective of the American people, you know what I'm saying? Word to my Harriet Tubman show right here. We out, guys. We out. But some house Negroes still want to keep us in. And I can't believe my man Jay-Z's doing deals with the NFL. I mean, Kanye is going to televangelist level, knowing that he also goes by the surname of Jim Jones. And back in the day, Google Kanye Jim Jones. You'll see Capo Jim Jones talk about, yo, I don't know why Kanye using my name. What are they talking about? But nah, I think Kanye was actually referring to the cult leader, Jim Jones, who had Jonestown, who had a bunch of people drink the Kool-Aid, and they all committed suicide at the same time on some wild stuff, This is how volatile the shift in the world that we're living is in right now. But going back to these leaders of a certain color, I hate to speak in colors because all it does is define us into that color. But you know what I'm saying, and I'm just gonna take it to a different Mr. West, Mr. Cornel West, to help refine my message. So y'all listen to this, and we'll close out the news.
If the boot is on our neck, does it make any difference what color the foot is in the boot? And I'm going to ask you to close to reflect on forgiveness in relationship to oppression and how it works.
Yeah, I see, for me, forgiveness is the highest form of love. And you begin with loving yourself, loving your mama and your daddy and your sisters and brothers, and allow that love to spill over to all of humanity. The problem is that we have too many black people who love everybody but black people. And therefore that's pathological. There's something sick about that. It's called white supremacy at the psychic level, at the spiritual level. And therefore, if you're not loving the people who have been treated like cockroaches, but forgiving the folk who are treating them like cockroaches, that's not Christianity, that's not psychically healthy, that is pathological. I do believe, and here I am deeply a Christian, I do believe that one should not hate when one is hated. I think you should hate injustice. And the reason why you don't hate the person who perpetuates the injustice is because they can change. You don't want to trump their sense of possibility. White supremacists can change. Capitalists can change. Patriarchal folk can change. You don't make a political program on that. The political program has to be an analysis of structure, mobilizing against structure, and unbelievable resistance. Street, jail, clash, and work within the electoral political system when there's possibility. So in that sense, I think that a lot of talk about forgiveness is just a special kind of talk about black people remaining calm, serene, halcyon, deferential, and unwilling to straighten their backs up and fight.
Wow, man, I tell you what, I used to think Cornel West was somebody else, but man, that brother's vocab and the vibes that he hits is always on point. I really do appreciate that sort of knowledge. These people can come from all backgrounds. He just professes he's a Christian. Yeah, he professes he's a Christian. A lot of my great friends practice many different religions. It's whatever, man. Like, do you, because it's about the faith more so than that. And we're going to get into the faith when we come back. WDYO 104.1 Radio Dignity Died. I'm going to hit you with some good old stuff because I'm not going to wait too long for this revolution. I don't know how long you guys are, but my man Thomas Melancon made this song way back in the 70s. So listen to this song and tell me if you ain't ready for that.
100 years with chains on your soul.